YouTube, Quinn Wade, coming to y'all with that instant basketball analysis on Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there forever. And we're going to talk about how the Miami Heat ended up beating the number one overall seed in the Eastern Conference, the Detroit Pistons, 118 to 112. Jaime Jaquez slowed the game down and hit a fadeaway. Davion Mitchell get an inbound steal from them not taking care of the ball and making the right decision, trying to get it to Cade, and that sealed the game from the Pistons being able to come back. Pistons are still 25-9 after this loss and 13-3 at home. They played at home at this game, and the Heat are 19-15 and 7-10 on the road. The Heat won the first quarter 33-26, in the second quarter 30-28. They also won the third quarter 31-27, but they let the Pistons go on a real good run in the fourth quarter, but they still was able to close them out. Although they did lose the fourth quarter 31-24, they still was able to win the game, but playing real good in the first three quarters, which helped them enough to see what works and what didn't work against the Pistons in the fourth quarter. Then we're going to talk about the Miami Heat first. Andrew Wiggins, 17 points, 7 to 19 from the field in 32 minutes. He was 1 of 5 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, had 8 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 steals. He also has 6 offensive rebounds, which is basically all of them, besides 2 that was defensive, and 4 personal fouls. It was a -9 and plus minus. Somebody has to shoot, somebody has to take the shots. Andrew Wiggins can handle the ball decently. He can get to the floater, he can get to the pull-up, he can hit a wide open shot sometimes, but he's never been a consistent jump shooter ever in his career. He's been always eyed at it, and this game was another version of that type of game. Bam Adebayo, 33 minutes. He had 15 points. He also didn't shoot the ball that great. He was 5 of 14 from the field, but he did go 1 of 2 from 3 and hit a big one in the fourth quarter to keep the Heat ahead when he needed a bucket. 4-4 from the free throw line, 14 boards, so a double-double. 1 turnover, 2 steals, 1 block. 3 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +17 and plus minus. Khalil Ware, 27 minutes, 4 points. He went 1 of 6 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, and 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Didn't do the greatest scoring the basketball, but he did get 13 rebounds, which is needed to be able to win games fundamentally. 1 turnover, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. He's always been a good, solid rim protector. He still has room to grow and things he needs to figure out and understand, but he's still a young player. 3 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a 0 and plus minus. Norman Powell led them in scoring and had game high 36 points for both teams. And this one, he went 12 of 23 from the field, aka efficient, 7 of 14 from 3. 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal fouls, and a +4 and plus minus. He was getting to that floater over and over again, and if he wasn't doing that, he was pulling up from 3, and it all worked out for him in this one. Davion Mitchell, he didn't score in double figures, but he did get 11 assists, giving 3 people to have double digits in other statistical categories besides points. But he did finish with 8 points in 33 minutes. He was 3 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from the three-point line, 1 rebound, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 block, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a +3 and plus minus for him. Just understanding where his teammates want to be and just trying to get them the ball as quick and as fast as he can, and still trying to space the floor and attack when he can too. And of course, he's going to make things happen defensively. Everybody in the starting lineup got a rebounder more and a steal or more, and you don't really see a team get that many steals from everybody on the team that's in the starting lineup. But the Heat was able to do that today. Fontecchio came off the bench and had played 6 minutes and had 5 points. He was 2 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. 3 rebounds, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a +4 and plus minus. Jaime Jaquez was the best scorer off the bench, but he also played the most minutes and took the most shots. 30 minutes, 19 points, 9 of 13 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3, 1 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 personal fouls, and a +2 and plus minus. They needed every single bucket that he gave them, including that fadeaway that actually put them up by 4. And then they were just able to play a little defense to win. Like I said before, Nikola Jovic, 24 minutes, 5 points. He went 1 of 10 from the field and 1 of 7 from three. You have to like his courage. You have to like his bravery and his swagger, but it just didn't go for him in this one. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds. That was the most off the bench. 5 assists. That's tied for the most off the bench, but he also had 2 turnovers. But he also got a block and also had no personal foul and was a -5. And plus minus Drew Smith, 15 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 3 steals in the block. He almost fouled out though with 5 personal fouls, but he finished as a +3 and plus minus. And the only guy that didn't score off the bench was Yakachonis, but he only played 6 minutes and he didn't take a shot or a free throw. And he only really got no turnovers and 1 personal foul and was a +11 and plus minus. And that was the end of his night. And then the Pistons, they was down bad in this game. They was down by over 20 at one point, and you thought that the game would just be over at that point. But then the Pistons really made a run, hitting a bunch of threes and just playing the game the right way. And they had a chance to take over the game, but they just couldn't do it. Duncan Robinson, if he wasn't hitting the three, he was trying to hit a floater. 20 minutes for him, 9 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 1 of 5 from three, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and a turnover. 1 personal foul and a -10 and plus minus for him. Isaiah Stewart, 30 minutes, 6 points. He went 2 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He also had 4 boards, 2 assists, 2 turnovers. He had 5 blocks, and they all came at the right time throughout this game. And he also had 4 personal fouls and a -1 and plus minus. They all had a rebounder more in the starting lineup, so you have to like that. And they also off the bench had a rebounder more for everybody that came off the bench. And they also all had an assist or more. Jalen Duren, he's going to run to that basket and trying to finish as quick as he can, even if it's going straight up or just going for alley-oop. But he only played 18 minutes in this game. He had 12 points. He was 6 of 12 from the field. He also had 5 rebounds and 1 turnover in the steal, 1 personal foul in the -17 and plus minus. 40 minutes for Cade Cunningham, and they needed every bit of it because he did go for 31, but he shot 6 of 16 from the field and 2 of 6 from three. The problem is they couldn't stay in front of him, and he was just going fearlessly to the basket or just creating his own shot, and they just was too touchy and bumpy against him. And 17 of 18 from the free throw line, 18 free throws. There's a lot of attempts, especially when you only miss one of them. But he did also have 11 assists, so a double-double for him. It came with 7 turnovers, so let's not give him too much credit because that's too many turnovers, and that was one of the reasons why they lost this game too. He did have 8 rebounds. That was the most for the starters. He also had 3 steals and 2 blocks. Actually, that 8 rebounds is the most for the team. And he also tried to find ways to get the ball back and get extra possessions by getting those steals and blocks. He's a hard playing player. 1 offensive rebound, 4 personal fouls, and was a +6 and plus minus. Asura Thompson, he's going to try to find a way to finish at that rim. 30 minutes for him, 12 points. He shot 5 of 8 from the field, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, a steal, and 2 blocks, 2 personal fouls, and a -13 and plus minus. Everybody off the bench ended up scoring the basket. Paul Reed had played 12 minutes and had 9 points, was 4 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had the most rebounds off the bench with 7, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a +13 and plus minus. Rhino Allen, he struggled. He was 1 of 7 from the field, only had 2 points in 18 minutes. He was 0 of 2 from 3. He had 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and a steal, 2 offensive rebounds, 2 personal fouls, and a +1 and plus minus. Javonte Green was just finishing around that basket like crazy. Good dunks and a good layup. And if he didn't do that, he made a 3. But he only went 1 of 2 from 3 and 2 of 2 from the free throw line and 4 of 7 from the field. So he didn't take a crazy amount of shots, but he took some good ones. So you had to be happy with that. And he finished with double figures with 11 points in 26 minutes. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, and a -2 and plus minus. Marcus Sasser, 24 minutes, 18 points. That was the most off the bench. He was 6 of 10 from the field, 4 of 6 from 3, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a -1 and plus minus. He was letting them threes fly right off his fingertip. and he basically made all of them tonight, and he was a good reason why they was able to get back in the game and had a chance to win it, and that's what role players can do. Jaden Ivey didn't have a great one. He played 21 minutes but only had 2 points. He was 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 2 from 3, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 1 turnover, no personal fouls, and a -6 in plus minus. Team comparisons, the Pistons shot 80 shots. They only made theirs at 48%. The Heat did shoot 19 more shots because they shot 99, but they made it at 43%. 26 threes attempted by the Pistons. They made it at 35%. The Heat attempted 39. They made that at 36%. They took way more threes, 13 more. 31 free throws for the Pistons. They made it at 87%. The Heat only took 20, and they made theirs at 90%. 40 rebounds for the Pistons, 49 for the Heat. 25 assists, both teams had that. 20 turnovers, the Pistons had 2 more than the Heat. 11 steals for the Pistons, 14 for the Heat. 9 blocks for the Pistons, 6 for the Heat, and 6 offensive rebounds. The Heat had 15. That's going to be hard to win that game. Both teams had 34 defensive rebounds. The Pistons did have 20 personal fouls, while the Heat only had 19. Real good game, fun to watch, very competitive. Both teams wasn't trying to give an inch or a mile if they didn't have to. Both teams was battling it out, going right at each other. They was letting them threes fly. They was scoring in the paint, scoring as fast and as quick as they could. If they liked the shot or they liked what they was getting from the defense, they was taking it. And sometimes it can just be that easy from both coaches. And it ended up coming down to matchups and playing hard. And the Heat was able to do that a little bit more than the Pistons. And the Pistons, they couldn't really score consistently throughout this game until the last quarter. They picked the right time to get hot, but the problem was they were down by too much and just couldn't make it up. It just was backbreaking to even try and attempt it, and they still ended up falling short to the Miami Heat in this one. Comment, like, subscribe, share the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. I also do conversation videos just like this, but about other NBA and basketball only topics. Also do breakdowns of real footage of legends, current legends, rookies, and also future stars. Also do mock draft and draft coverage too. Also got over 4,000 videos already on my channel that you can watch right now, and it's all for free. Plus on top of that, I also try to make videos every single day throughout the day to give you something to watch and look forward to when it comes to basketball NBA content. And on top of that, thanks for watching, thanks for checking out the channel, thanks for showing love, thanks for showing respect, thanks for staying loyal, thanks for staying appreciative of the content that I make, and thanks for continuing to come back however you do, whenever you do, and just supporting this channel however you can. Other than that, hope y'all continue to support this channel in the future. Let's start this year off how we ended the last one, and just keep getting ready for the grind for this year, since it starts all the way back over today. Happy New Year's. Hope you guys got the gifts y'all wanted. Hope y'all spend time with your loved ones, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the holiday, and hope you guys enjoyed today and getting a good break from work too before you get right back into doing it consistently. Other than that, y'all stay blessed up, y'all stay good, peace, and I'll see you hopefully later today with more analysis.